Hello, friends. This is Becky with Becky Budgets. Just wanted to go ahead and come on here to do our August monthly budget as we are getting started in a new month, which is kind of exciting. It's kind of bittersweet because we're getting through this year really quickly, but I always look forward to new months because mentally I'm able to kind of reset and get into a better habit of following our budget. So I look forward to new months in order to do that. If you are new to this channel, my name is Becky, and my husband and I are currently on a journey to pay off $69,000 worth of debt in order to possibly get into our first home within the next 5 years. If that's something that you're interested in following us on, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you hit that notification bell, you'll be notified of any content that I post. To each and every one of you who has been with me for a while, thank you so very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Your comments and the likes and everything just motivate me and my husband to keep going. So thank you very much. Now, let's go ahead and get started. I did want to go over, because we are going to have to cash flow a annual bill this month. So before I get started, as I mentioned in my cash stuffing, I have been tracking all of the bills that I've had to cash flow under our membership and subscriptions inside of the Budget by Paycheck workbook. So as you see here, we've got Allstate, but we already have an envelope for Allstate, which was $105. The one that you're going to see on this month's is actually due on August 7th, and it's our Microsoft Office renewal, which is going to be $72.61, so that I can keep this in mind for the next year, and especially when I'm setting up a new budget. I'm going to go ahead, I went ahead and already made an envelope for this. So once I pay off our car registration and our renter's insurance, I'm going to go ahead and retire those envelopes and bring in Microsoft Office. I also did note that our AAA resets on October 15th. So that is something that I'm going to kind of keep in the back of my mind moving forward. I just needed somewhere that I could track it so that I didn't forget it. And then we can make adjustments to the budget as needed. So let's go ahead and get started with our monthly budget. This month, we are going to go ahead and budget for August. Now, I get paid monthly. So with my raise, I'm going to be pretty conservative right now because I don't know what it really is going to look like as an addition to my paycheck. As I've mentioned before, I get paid monthly, but by hour. So that makes my income a little variable. So what I decided to do was budget that I'll definitely bring home $4,000. Now, my husband is going to go ahead and since we're turning August into a 5-week month, the way I'm going to calculate his is his minimum when he's regularly working is $707, and 4 of those weeks are going to be at regular pay, and then I have to add next week, which is still a vacation check. So we're going to go down to $667 for that first check of August. So that's going to give me a income source total of $3,495. Now, our lease at our apartment does reset in August. So, and it's going to be prorated. So we are going to be getting money from my dad every month. He's going to be giving us $500 in order to help us out with the increase in rent. And that is going to be starting out in August. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it on here under bonus income, and I'm going to put the $500 on there. Now, when we add those values together, we end up with a projected total of $7,995. Now, down under our fixed expenses, if you're all wondering, I did download this sheet off of the Budget Moms free resources. It's there under monthly budget. And since I already know what my categories are moving forward, I went ahead and just exported the PDF into our Adobe, and I saved all of our categories to make it easier going forward. So if you're wondering why they're typed in there, that was basically what I did. Now, in the month of August, since our lease is up on the 14th of August, we're only being prorated for 2 weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and budget that rent is going to be $2,200. Now, subscriptions this month, for the past couple months, it's been $64. But I did go ahead and reinstate the Audible. So I'm going to go ahead and estimate that subscriptions is going to be $81. Now, I did heed the advice of another YouTuber. I want to say it is Becky from another budgeting channel. And I went ahead and called Audible and basically told them that I'm not getting through these credits as quickly as I'm getting them. So I did downgrade my account to what they call the silver plan, I think is what the guy said, in which I will be paying less and every other month. So I don't know exactly how much that's going to be, and when I would think that it would go into effect in August. So I'm just keeping my old rate, which is the $16.15, until I get a better idea as to what I get charged. Excel is going to go ahead and this one did shock me. So we usually budget $250, but it did already post. So this month we're going to be budgeting $290. Excel is our energy company, and it has been close to 100 degrees for the past 3 weeks here in Colorado. So it does make sense that it's higher. I just wasn't prepared to see the bill come back as I think it's $289.09. So this month I'm going to go ahead and budget for that, and hopefully if we have any overage at the end of August, I can go ahead and save $50 to help us out with our bill in September, but we'll see. Now my husband's Apple phone comes in as $57. T-Mobile is at a set $100. Xfinity, we are in a contract with them, and they're at $149. Allstate is going to go ahead and stay the same at $143. Now, Nationwide, as I did mention on my weekly paycheck update, that went up because Linus's policy renewed. So I'm currently going to be budgeting that for $154. As always, I've got a spot for unbudgeted, but I'm going to leave that off of there. And then I have to remember to put the Microsoft Office renewal. And that's going to come in as $73. Now, let's go ahead and add our fixed expenses. Oh, I did something off. Let's see. So that's going to give us a total of $3,247. Now, let's go ahead and move over to our variable expenses. Our variable expenses are going to be run as if we were on, because we are on a 5-week month in August. So food is going to be getting $500 because we do budget $100 a week. Now with gas, I feel that the $300 that I budgeted this week or this past month was a little high. So I'm going to just bring that down about $250 to see where that gets us. Pets, I try to keep that at a max of $200, and it only needs $70 to go ahead and get refilled. My husband gets $150. I get $100. Eating out is at $75. Now, it had been at $50 for the first couple months, but after I did my quarterly update, I did realize that we were going over in this category. So I added $25, and it seems to be working pretty well for us. And then miscellaneous is going to go ahead and get its $50. So let's go ahead and add these. And that's going to get us to a total of $1,195. Now, currently the minimum on our credit card payments is $413. Our Upstart loans, which are our personal loans that get lumped together, are $1,652. Now, Advantage is going up to its regular rate in August. So we've only been paying about $96 for the last couple months, but this month it's going to be, I'm going to go ahead and budget $181 for it, which is going to be what the steady cost will be through us getting the repayment plan renewed. Now, with me knowing that the minimum of the Barclay is actually $29, I automatically am still giving the Barclay, which is the account that has our snowball debt right now. I'm still giving it during its normal time of the month, the $90 that I was paying as a minimum to Dell. So that being said, if I take $90 and I take away the $29, I know that the Barclay is going to get a $61 overage just based on that first payment that we have setting up for that account. Now, Capital One is going to be changing because I did just transfer that balance to my husband's Barclay. And I have no clue what the minimum is going to be on that. So I won't know what we're paying in overage. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that as a 0 until that posts. So let's go ahead and add these values together. And that's going to give us a total of $2,310. Now, let's go ahead and close out our savings. So, this month, since I contribute to the 52-week challenge monthly, my total contribution for Christmas is going to be $130. Now, we are pulling the last check in July into August. So my husband's contribution is actually going to be a little higher because the week that we are taking into August is actually 30. It's week 30. So we're going to go ahead and budget to put 160 into our moving fund. Now, because it is a 5-week month, we're going to go ahead and do $500 towards our sinking funds. When we add those values together, let's start that over. Hold on. That was way too high. That's more like it. That's going to give us a total of $790. Now, let me go ahead and I'm gonna divide these because I do a budget closeout at the end of the month. And our income total is gonna be the $7,995 minus our total expenses. And our total expenses are all these pink boxes that are on here, the sum of them. So we've got 3247 plus 1195 plus 2310 plus 790. And that's going to give us a total of $7,542. Now, when I take the difference and I take the expenses away from the income, we are projected to have an overage of $453 this month. That's going to be awesome. So, as you know, for the last couple months, we have been going into the month with a negative number. This month is the first that we've actually had an overage here. So I am really looking forward to making a big dent into our snowball debt, and it is exciting. I wasn't expecting to see that number. Now, obviously, our income will shift when it actually posts, so we'll have some actual numbers, and we never know what a month will bring. So these totals will change, which is why I do that monthly closeout. Well, friends, we are all set for August, which is exciting. Tomorrow, I'm going to be back with our first week in August budget, which is my husband's Thursday paycheck. Now, things are going to work a little differently this week because I get paid on the first of the month. So I don't think that the actual numbers will be ready to post by Thursday, which is what I usually like. So don't be surprised if later this week I end up doing our monthly closeout. That actually should be ready by Friday because, as you know, the only numbers that I actually wait for till the end of the month are our retirement funds, and the stock market is closed on weekends. So I should be able to run that closeout at the end of next week, so next Friday. But I'll definitely keep you all posted. I hope that each and every one of you is having an amazing weekend, and take care, stay cool, and have an amazing day. I'll see you all soon. Take care.